Greetings, Lumen students. It's week 17, day 1, and this is your Monday video. Since we're beginning second semester, we're going to be making some changes to the program a little bit as we try to meet your needs more effectively. The feedback that I've received, I feel like that this change is going to be very positive and will really improve your Lumen experience for this coming semester. So the first change has to do with the videos that I post under the Lessons tab of either guided instruction or your little class. Monday is going to be a language arts video. It's going to be strictly language arts and about 20 minutes long. I will be explaining our language arts topic more in depth, doing activities related to it, and helping your student to understand what either grammar principle or punctuation or writing thing that we're working on a little bit better in this language arts video. This week I didn't start spelling yet, but in future weeks spelling will be reintroduced during the Monday video. So everything will be based on language arts on Monday. That's the first one you want to watch when you start your week. That will help prepare you for your action items and get us going strong and on the same page. Tuesday will be a history-focused video. I'm going to have a lot of fun talking about our topics that we're covering the rest of this year, including the Renaissance, revolutions, the industrial and agricultural revolutions, as well as the French and Russian revolutions, comparing and contrasting them to the American Revolution. So many fun topics that we're going to be covering. The Enlightenment, and just many more, inventions, exploration. It's going to be really fun. So tune in Tuesday for a history video. There won't be any assignments necessarily, guided instruction students to go along with your history video. It's just fascinating content that will help enhance your studies. And then little students, you will be given an occasional monthly assignment related to our history topics. Wednesday is when I read aloud to you. Every Wednesday you can come listen, pull up a pillow, lay down, get comfortable. I'm going to be beginning this week the book Wednesday Wars, which is hysterical. It's about Shakespeare and a student and a teacher, and it just goes along so well with our history studies, but it's also just such a great one for discussion. And I don't want you to miss hearing me read aloud on Wednesday. These videos might be a little bit longer just so we can get through the book in a couple of months and introduce more books as we continue on. And Thursday's video will be just for fun. I'm going to have some art projects that I share with you, some history activities, some writing things, just to enhance your instruction at home if you would like to use them or not. I just have lots of fun ideas and resources that I would love to share with you. And so that will take place in the Thursday video. You can just watch me act silly and try new things, or you can get involved and try some of these projects yourself at home. Okay, so with these 4 days, I think you'll be able to structure your education at home in a way that works better for you. You know which video topic is being covered each day, and you can plan them into your studies. The other thing I wanted to mention that I'm really excited about is that I want you to try this week, week 17, if possible, a new easy action item that I have created. I know that there's been some frustration in uploading, downloading and printing worksheets and then uploading them again. And so this is a Google form that I've created that will be an easy action item. You type directly into the form, submit, and done. It's finished. There's just 6 or 7 questions about the dash. You add a dash to the sentence and then submit it to me, and your action item is complete. You don't need to put anything else into Dropbox. You don't need to do any printing, downloading, uploading, anything. This is an easy action item, and I would love to get your feedback about how that goes for you this week, and if you'd like me to continue to post that as an option. Well, the last thing that I need to talk about before I get into our language arts topic for this week has to do with our little class and how we're going to use our live interactive learning online time. We had in the past done homeroom every day, and we would get on together for about 10-15 minutes, and the students would just chat and visit, and it wasn't really a highly educational period of time. And so we're going to be eliminating homeroom, little students. No more homeroom Monday through Thursday. And instead, we're going to go to 2 different sharing sessions. Okay, our Wednesday sharing sessions, which we had already introduced, and our Thursday sharing sessions. You do not need to go to both of these sharing sessions. They are going to be about 30 to 45 minutes long. They will involve you sharing the awesome projects that you have been working on, the things you've written. We'll discuss the books we've read. You will show me your picture book that you've been working on, and you get to see the other work that the students are completing as well. These sharing sessions, you need to choose one that you're going to attend each week, and then come prepared to share what you have worked on. There will be sign up, so I'm going to write choose one. And plan on about 45 minutes to an hour. Okay. So you can choose to spend an hour with me on Wednesday or an hour with me on Thursday. If you're going to be enrolled in the live interactive learning class, you need to attend one or the other of these sharing sessions and be prepared to share what you have been working on. We will have sign-ups. Okay. So I know how many to plan on. And our first sharing sessions will not be held until week 18. The reason for that is that your medieval picture book is not due yet. Some of you have already got it finished and been so excited to see that. But you have until the 13th to get it done. And so we'll be sharing our medieval picture books starting next week. And then I will introduce our new little assignments as we go along. So no online time this week. Okay, do not come to homeroom, and do not come to a Wednesday or Thursday sharing session. You'll notice a sign up will appear on the home page for little students to come to a Wednesday or Thursday sharing session starting next week. All right, I think this is going to be a great way to utilize our time more effectively, to share our work, for me to give you feedback and praise you for the awesome thing that you're doing, and give you suggestions for how you would like to improve, how you can improve what you're doing, and learn even more. All right, let's talk about our language arts topic for this week. It is a really fun one, and I've got a visual aid of the punctuation mark that we're using today. Okay, it's not that. It is that. It's not a hyphen, but a dash. Dashes are longer than hyphens, and they're used for a different purpose. Okay? Hyphens are used for compound words primarily, and for words that have been separated at the end of a line. And I've got an example for you of this hyphen. Okay. Compound words and words that have been rated at the end of a line. That's where you're going to use hyphens. An example of a compound word would be one hyphen year hyphen old. Okay. 1 year old. Right? A dash is like a speed bump on a road. So as your car is zipping down the road and it comes to the speed bump, what happens? It's forced to slow down. Okay? A dash is like a lengthy pause. Okay? Lengthy pause, right? A dash is also used for interruptions, interestingly enough. And I want to illustrate that for you by staging an interruption. So I'm going to see if I can get my husband to give me a call in the middle of explaining this really important topic. What? I was explaining what? We had an interruption, right? Well, I want to tell you a little bit about a crazy experience that I had when I was younger. I went scuba diving. And I had practiced in a swimming pool, and we went to the very first lake or place that we were going to scuba dive for real. And I was so surprised that the place was... What? I can't stop it. I'm sorry. Sorry, I was interrupted there. Where was I again? So I went scuba diving, and I was really surprised at what we saw at the bottom of this lake. It was... I didn't see Batman. I was really surprised because at the bottom of this lake there was... No, that wasn't it either. The lake that we went to really had no, tropical fish or anything. And so I didn't see much under the water besides... So I hope you're realizing that these are all interruptions to my story. And you can actually write that if you're writing a book, writing a story. You can include interruptions like that in your story, and you're going to use a dash to do that. So let me write a sentence. Let's see, the only thing I saw under the water was So there is my dash. It's a little even extra long. The only thing that's under the water was, what? said Mrs. Rowley. And there was a huge pause, this interruption. Okay, you'll notice that there's no other punctuation here. There's no period, there's no comma. The dash itself is the end punctuation. We do have quotation marks, so you know it was something that I said. Okay, but that's it. Isn't that funny? Okay, let's try another one. After we went scuba diving, it was really fun because it was a 2-day trip, and so we got to sleep, my family that was on this excursion, on the shore by the lake that we went to. And in the middle of the night, I was woken up by a really unusual feeling. It was... No. It was a certain kind of animal that was actually wrapping like this on my head. And at first I was just like, what on earth is happening here? Okay, but I ended up raising my head and seeing this creature go down my head and out into the onto the beach and run away. I guess thought my head was because it was actually a squirrel. So that is my story about scuba diving. Let me see if I can do another sentence as an example for you. No one likes an interrupted story about what is my story going to be about? No one likes an interrupted story about dash, said Batman as he got hit by a car. Again, students, you're going to notice that there's no comma here. Okay, we don't need that. There's no period here. Okay. The dash itself is all the punctuation that you need. Even if the quote is at the end of the story or the end of the sentence, let's try that. Jason yelled, "Was that a..." We don't even use a question mark because he never actually finishes the question. The dash is that this long pause where things die out and leaves you hanging. Dashes are fun to explore and experiment with. And I hope you will try that new action item, which just has you add a dash by typing in, retyping in the sentence. I've got some fun examples there for you. I think you will enjoy them. Right, that is our language arts topic for today. And thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for continuing to support your students and Lumen. We're so grateful for to have you in this class, and we'll catch you next tomorrow with a Tuesday history video. See you then.